that life has made people reconsider. Some have dropped their dreams. Some have said, I'm not sure if my dreams are valid. You know, some people are withdrawn, people have been disappointed by people. People have faced all sorts of things. And because of that, you know, they no longer feel that their dreams are possible. But here we have people who are reigniting their dreams, who are coming together and seeing other people who are dreaming, and they're being inspired to dream again. Okay, and they're being inspired to go for that, you know, which they dream and inspire, and have always aspired, you know, to be all their lives. So I'm coming, like I said earlier, I'm coming to you courtesy the Green Mondays Limited. Okay, and you'll be hearing a little bit more of the Green Mondays as we go along. So I want us to go very much straight into today's conversation. And, you know, it's something that was inspired by, you know, it's a topic that was inspired by something that I saw during the week. And I saw, you know, I understand the fact that many people desire to achieve amazing things. In fact, some people work hard to make things happen. People do a lot of things and they just feel that I'm putting so much and I'm not getting as much. If you are here with me today and you can relate to what I'm talking about, if you know somebody, maybe you're not exactly like that, okay? Maybe you know somebody who is putting in so much effort into a business, whatever business they're doing, and they're not getting commensurate results. If you know anybody like that, please type in the comment section, I do. If you know anybody like that who has poured him or herself into a line of business, who seems to be doing so much, but is not getting commensurate results, please type I do in the comment section. As we go quickly along, I'll be sharing my screen, you know, like it was shared in the broadcast that went around. Our topic today is pretty simple. Our topic today is very simple and straightforward. Sorry, please, the co-host should help me admit people so that I can focus. Thank you very much. Okay, so the topic is very simple, like I said. It says common business mistakes and how to avoid them. Common business mistakes and how to avoid them. In fact, it gets a lot more difficult when maybe as a younger person or when you were in school, you were a baller, like, you know, you were doing well in school, you were top 5%, and then life just seems to just be slamming you. You don't seem to be doing, like, you know, I mean, when your teachers or lecturers were talking about you, then you were among the top most likely to do well people in your class. And then you look at life now, you seem to not be getting a hang of things. Things don't seem to be going the way you think they should, and all of that. You know, what if you are not doing some things correctly? I mean, these common mistakes are quite a lot, and we have limited time. So I would say that today is volume 1. Okay, I think we should be on the lookout for volume 2 one of these days. Okay, so today we'll try and take 3 or 4 of those common business mistakes that people make, and we will, by interacting with each other, we'll be able to come together and decide how we should avoid them. Once I talk about the business mistake, I want your cooperation to join me for us to recommend how we can avoid those mistakes. And I would like to start this conversation with a story. Okay, I would like to start this conversation with a story. If you can see my screen, please let me know. I can see a lot of I do. So you can relate. So it shows that we are all ready to follow today's conversation. We are all ready to follow today's conversation. Okay, if you can see my screen, please let me know that you can see my screen. Let me have a yes, you can see my screen. If you can see the screen, let me just know so that I can go ahead with my story. It's story time. I want to share a story with us today. I want to share a story with us, and that story is the true life story. Fantastic. Yes, I can see your screen. Okay, I'm sure you can see somebody that kind of looks like me in the slide, right? So that's me and my mama. Yeah, that's my mother. That's my biological mother. And that picture was taken sometime in March. Was taken sometime in March when I went to visit them. My parents are not, they don't live in Lagos, so work took me out and I took the opportunity to just check on them. So I spent a night with them. And so that picture I took with my mom. Okay, and this story, while I was preparing my slides, right? While I was preparing my slides, I just, I stumbled on the picture. I was looking for some pictures, and then I saw her picture, and then I got inspired. I said, oh, okay, let me just share a bit of her story, as we're talking about common mistakes that people make. So I'm talking about her story to start. Okay, and she's 70, she's about 70, she'll be 73. No, she was 70 when Fiolua was born. So she'll be 72 this year, August. So she'll be 72 this August. And, we took that picture sometime in March. She studied education and she worked in the federal service. She retired after 35 years. But there's something that I find exciting about her story that leads me to common mistake number one. Okay, but before we look at common mistake number one, I want us to just share a little bit about her story and take a look at, as we look at it, we just go straight into common mistake number one that people make about business. Okay, this is someone who had served in federal service for 35 years. Okay, she retired a couple of years ago. And while she was in active federal service, she started a business at the side. Right. Okay. So of course she retired. That means she retired, give or take, maybe she retired about I think 8 years ago or so, thereabout. Yeah. So while she was doing her federal service work, she was building a business at the side. As I speak to you now, my brothers and sisters, she has built that business for 36 years. She has built that business for 36 years. Right. So that means soon after she started her job, she didn't say, oh, I have a job. In fact, I have a job that frees my time. She started building a business at the side. I know a few of the people around her who, after they had retired, didn't have anything to do. Some of them went to meet her and said, just give me something to do. I just want to be doing something. I just want to be active. Some of them were like that. Some of them were barely getting by on the pensions that they were earning. Now, why am I using her story? I'm using her story because many times we share statistics, we share data, we share a lot of things about people who started, in a particular way, then pension came and all of that. Now, this is an example of someone who has built a business, and she's built the business now to the point where she wants to have succession planning. The business is doing well, but she wants to retire. And she built a business. And what I really want to focus on, there are many things to learn as far as her story is concerned, but the most important thing I want you to take home from her story is the fact that till date, as we speak, she has built a business for 36 years. So that takes me to common mistake number one. Common mistake number one that we make is, sorry, somebody's, yeah. So common mistake number one is treating your business as a hobby. That's common mistake number one that many people make. Many people don't understand that building a business is as serious as anything. Because like something that someone says, person says, it's the beginning, right? Now we're doing Green Mondays business. You think just okay, the reader is good, the product is okay, and all of that. There is no saying how far this can go. Right. In the business she does, she's in the educational business. Right. So she started with a private school. In fact, before she started private school, she started with the extracurricular. People are failing jam. What they call it, extramural, or what they call. I don't know what they call it. Yeah, they call it lesson, like jam lessons and stuff like that. After that, she started a school. Today, she has 4 schools. She has a technical college. She has 2 secondary schools. She has 2 primary schools. Yeah, and is 36 years old. Right. So, I'm thinking, when we think about doing business, sometimes people run away from paid employment because they feel that they want freedom. When, as an entrepreneur, getting a business off the ground getting a business to run, getting a business to be profitable, getting a business to scale and to become big is not a day's job. It's not a hobby. It's a long-term play. And that takes me to what I want to say today. If you are here and the business you are doing, you cannot see yourself, you cannot see the business going beyond you, right? Becoming something that can be global, that can be something that is just beyond what you're doing in your geographical location. If you are the alpha and omega of the business and you are not able to see it growing and thriving and becoming something massive, then maybe what you have is a hobby. Or maybe what you have is not a hobby. Maybe what you have, you are not yet seeing the potential of what is possible as a business. So you need to ask yourself some questions. What can this business become? Okay. What attention am I giving? Am I treating this business as a business? You can see the lady in this picture. She's supposed to be in the office, probably making calls, doing some things in her business. She's just really sitting down and chilling. That's how some people are taking, for example, their good money, or any business that they're doing for that matter. And you see, sometimes some of us say, oh, my husband is not taking me seriously. Sometimes our husbands are not taking us seriously because of how we're taking our businesses. We don't look like we're taking it seriously. People will take us as seriously as we take what we're doing. So those things we need to consider. How seriously am I taking my business? Am I treating my business as a business, or am I treating it as a hobby? Can I focus and drive and build and do this for the next 10, 15 years? Can I retire from this business? Right. Like for my mom, for example, been on her for the past 4 or 5 years to retire. Finally, I think last year or this year, she was deciding to retire. Okay, but she's built businesses. Right. She spent the best of her energies, pouring into this, even though she had paid employment. She didn't say, oh, when I retire, because she retired less than 10 years ago. So when she retired, she was already 60 something. Was that when she was supposed to begin to start building, a business like this? So if you have time on your side, if you have something that can go somewhere, pour your energies into it, pour your time into it, give your attention to it, and build it. Like I said earlier, it's only the beginning, It's only really the beginning that you know of everything. Okay, but once your commitment is right, your focus is right, your dreams are right, and you persistently build and build, right? And you continue build and build, you will grow, you will grow, you will grow. I mean, she started with jam lessons. It's the beginning, you never know what can come out of what you're doing. So just keep at it and keep building and keep growing and keep growing. Okay, so is really, really, I just felt to share her story so that we can see that in time and in focus and all of that, a lot of things can come out of what seems to be starting as something really, really small. Okay, I said you can't survive as an entrepreneur treating your business as a hobby. You can't. As an entrepreneur, nobody needs to be following you up and say, oh, do your business. So, if people are following you up to do your business, right? If people are following you up to do your business, then what you still have, you are still treating it as a hobby. Okay, seeing what is possible with your business, you need to treat your business as a business. Okay, entrepreneurship is not the same thing as paid employment. An entrepreneur is someone who is self-driven, who is self-motivated, and who has their dreams or what is possible right ahead of them, and they're ready to do what it takes to ensure that they achieve their dreams. Okay, so I ask you today, what is your Green Mondays business to you? Okay, maybe somebody just, you use Reader and you like the business and you signed up. Is it a business? Is it a plan B option for you? Is it something that you're building at the side? Like the example of my mom that I gave. Okay, you're doing something, but are you building this at the side? There's no saying how powerful and how massive a plan B can go, how far it can go as you're building it year in, year out, month in, month out. You will be amazed at how far it can go. So I ask you this question today: what is your Green Mondays business to you? Is it a business or is it still a hobby? Okay, if it's a hobby for you, I'll just encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, take another look at the business. Take another look at the business and make some commitments to begin to put in some investment into your business. It will pay off massively in time. It will pay off massively in time. Okay. And I said earlier, I said why. Sometimes we don't take things seriously because we don't know how far it can go. If you look at the richest people in the world, let's start from Nigeria, sometimes some people make jokes and say, this Dangote that everybody is talking about that is a rich man. What does he sell? He sells sugar, he sells salt, he sells things that are basic and people need. Who would say that a salt seller or a salt maker or a salt packager, can become the wealthiest man, in the world? Okay, and that's to say that there's no business in itself that has no capacity. It's you that are driving the business that can make amazing things happen from that business. Okay, I know that sometimes CM says that, can you imagine me as a driver? Can you imagine me? And so you just know that it's not about the business itself, it's about the person driving it. So are you going to take, how far are you going to take your Green Mondays business? And then talking about the grind is your daily investment in your business. That's what they call the grind. Showing up when it's easy, when it's not easy, showing up to support your team members, showing up to do your business, showing up to follow up on your prospect, showing up to share about the opportunity, showing up to show people about the product, showing up with testimony, showing up with push, just showing up. That is the grind. Okay. And that grind is what keeps you in the minds of those who eventually get in touch with you for your products and who will contact you for the opportunity, the business opportunity that you have. Oh, the one day they could just call you and say, that thing you were talking about then, that's what grind does. The grind and the daily activity you put into your business is the investment. That's the grind that you put in to ensure, that what you can see in front of you. I was sharing with some people on Wednesday. I said, I'm not doing this business because of today, right? I'm investing in it because of what I can see in the future, And then sometimes people realize when it's late. They realize when it's late and they say, that time, and they used to do that. They will be doing training, they will be saying this and that, and that was just 4 years ago. But that's how it is. When you look for it, you discover that time already went, time already passed. But for those who were in the grind, they just kept at it, and then the results begin to show. So that's mistake number one that we make. Many times we treat our business as a hobby, and that's because we are not entrepreneurial in our mindsets. We just feel that somebody somewhere will just sign up in our businesses and we'll just succeed. No, there's a mindset that an entrepreneur has, and that's the fact that I need to pay now so that I can play later. There's what I need to do now. There's what I need to keep, showing up and doing. Okay. And the second mistake that people make, mistake number two, I call this dam versus channel. Focusing only on selling. That's mistake number two that we make. Mistake number one that I said is treating your business as a hobby. Mistake number two that we make is focusing only on selling. Focusing only on selling. Now, and I put dam versus channel because I need you to understand that selling on its own, it's exhausting. If all I want to do in my Green Mondays business is to sell the reader range of products, then I'll be exhausted in time. But I need to build channels. Everyone who is successful at anything is creating platforms, is building channels. That is what will make the flow of the service that you have or the flow of the product that you have go far. And that's what will make you become wealthy. Okay? If every single thing that you do about your business is about you and what you can sell personally, there's already a limit to what you can achieve in your business. And this is not limited to Green Mondays alone. Do you know anyone who does, let me just take an example here. Do you know anyone who either sews clothes, who makes hair and all of those things? And all of a sudden, the person has more demand than their energy can carry. They have more demand than the energy can carry, and they begin to disappoint people. Do you know anyone like that? That person, for example, is enjoying no leverage at all. Is enjoying no leverage at all. Now, if your business starts and ends with you, if people don't see you, and they don't get to buy the products until they see you, that already shows that you are a dam. You know what a dam is? As a dam, what do they call some of these dams that we have in Nigeria? A dam stores water. A dam stores water. There's no flow, right? Even though it serves the purpose of generating electricity and all of that, but that dam is containing water within a particular location. That's what happens when your business centers only around you, when you focus only on selling. Somebody buzzes you today and says, oh, I want to get a package, I want to get a solution pack, and I'm in Canada. Or I need a few of your products and I'm in the US. What happens to your business? How long will it take you, or for how long will you have to be say, oh, I want to send products to somebody in this place. I want to send products to, as against having channels of people who will also be able to do the things that you're doing. That's building your team. Building your team. And people who don't even do network marketing understand this model already. And that's why they empower other people to be able to do the things that they do so that they can achieve a lot more. So that they can achieve a lot more. So mistake number 2 that we make is to focus only on selling. If you focus only on selling and making active income, then in no time you will get exhausted. I'm going to share a story as we go along, maybe by the time I talk about mistake number 3 or mistake number 4. So if you're here today and you're so excited about the testimonies you're getting about the products, you are so excited about the retail profit that you're earning from selling the products, then you will not go as far as you should go in the business. Anyone who is interested in getting the product from you also qualifies to become a distributor. Even if it's for use, they can come in through you and begin to get products directly from the company for their own personal use. That gives them a lot more excitement. They feel, that you care about them a lot more, than just selling to them and making retail profits off them. So focusing only on selling is another mistake that people make. And that's why people that do business open franchises, because they know that they cannot be everywhere and they want to be able to serve as many people as possible. So they open franchises, they open branches to be able to serve different communities. So if your business does not have branches, guys, if your Green Mondays business is just ajanlekoku.com, if your business is just the greenmondays.com / your username, and you don't have a team that you're gradually building, then in time you will fizzle out in business. If you don't have human branches, if you don't have human extensions, if you don't have human franchising, if you don't have business partners that are working with you in this business and who are also doing their business directly with the company, where you have a win-win situation, what happens at the end of the day is that you get spent, you have burnout, you get exhausted when you focus only on selling. I like what Diana said, I think last week or so. She said, one of the beautiful things about leverage is that sometimes you can pipe low, you can take a chill pill, and your business does not slow down. Your business does not stop. That is the advantage of leverage, building your team one person at a time. Okay, so that's really, really important. And what I don't know whether you've noticed it, there are conventional businesses today that have started using referral models to build their businesses because they understand the value of creating channels as against just having a dam where everything is just centered around me, myself, and I. Can you see this person in this picture here? Okay, only him. He's the one picking call. He's the one doing this. He's the one doing that. I mean, this already, you can see this, and you can see there's a clock there, and it has only 24 hours, right? So every single thing that he's doing, he can't continue doing this sustainably. The time is coming when he'll be exhausted, right? So he wants to satisfy the whole world. He wants to be the one to supply everybody. He wants to be the one that will service every request. It is not sustainable, especially when you have an amazing range of products like the Reader range of products. The more team members you're able to have across board, the better for the quality, the quantity, and the volume of business that will pass through your business. So that's mistake number 2 that people make. People focus only, me, myself, I want to chop everything alone. And so they focus only on selling. Okay, so I will just go quickly to mistake number 3. Mistake number 3 that people make is not getting regularly trained to understand their business. This is so, 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 so important. I cannot overemphasize the importance of this particular point. You know, on top there, you can see I wrote empty bags. There's something that we have learned in this house from time to time, and that's the fact that empty bags do not stand upright. If a bag is empty and you put it on its own, it will like crumble, right? Okay, it will not be able to stand upright. And that's what happens when we don't invest in knowing, when we don't invest in knowledge, when we don't invest in understanding our business. And that's really still part of treating it as a hobby. So you must be trained. And that's why in every field of life, in every business endeavor, you see that some people have separated themselves. They have distinguished themselves because they have invested a lot more. You see them investing a lot more of time, of money to ensure that they stand out in their businesses. And here in the Green Mondays, we have opportunities to learn. We have opportunities to grow. We have opportunities, you know, for trainings that are absolutely free, and people outside pay a lot of money for these trainings, and we have access to them for free. So if you are here in the Green Mondays, or you are yet to join us in Green Mondays, one of the most important things that happens in this opportunity is heavy investment in knowledge. And this is knowledge that would be applicable in every other field of endeavor that you are involved in. I mean, if you are here and you do any kind of business, I'm sure the things that we have shared here so far, you have taken, you know, there are things that you have picked from there that will be valuable in your business. And if you are doing business, of course, and you have practiced some of these things before, some of them, you may have dropped them along the way, but this is giving you an opportunity to be able to put to use again, you know, the things that we're reminding ourselves all about. So invest in knowledge, invest in knowing. You know, there's a difference between someone who knows what they're doing. Even you know, when you want to contact somebody for a service, when someone talks to you in a particular way, you know the difference between someone who knows what they're doing and the person who is just using you to do rehearsal. You know, sometimes, ladies, if you are here and maybe you have gone to make your hair before, let me just be sure that we're following. If you've gone to make your hair somewhere before, or you went to do manicure or something, Sha, and then the oga, madam, send somebody to come and attend to you, and the person is doing somehow, and you know that they want to use the girl to use you to do rehearsal. If it has happened to you before, please type in the comment section. Let me know that I'm not alone. They will now forward you the person. Yourself, you know that this person is just using you to do what? It's just using you to do rehearsal so that they will practice towards their freedom. Say no, please. When I come, you know that I just don't want anybody to be using me to practice. Okay, I can see. Okay, but yeah, I'm not alone. Thank you very much. We know it has happened to me before, correct? I like that. You know, so I mean, um, when a person is not well trained, when a person is not confident, it shows. It shows. And that's why in our business, even in the same business that we do, sometimes two different people talk to you and you know the person that knows what they're talking about. And then the person who does not invest in him or herself will now be angry, will be very upset. I say, why did you guys sign up with this person? Those people too, they know what they're doing, right? They know that this business has potentials, but they want to be able to go with somebody who is showing confidence, who is showing promise, who is showing, you know. So please invest in yourself, invest in knowledge. You know, there are some people, they are very, very good in talking. You know. Sometimes their own is to talk, but when it comes to delivering value, they will mess up. But please, in this business, we learn to share correct knowledge. We learn to share content that is not false. And our focus is to ensure that people have access to a range of products that are quality, safe, effective, and quick action. So when you talk to people, they know the difference. And when people talk to you as well, you also know the difference. So please ensure that you invest in knowledge, invest in knowing what you're doing, and don't shy away from opportunities to share what you are learning with other people. That's how you get better. That's how you get better. When I was going to prepare for this, I just put my slides together, just in between meetings today, right? Because I've done it a number of times. But you gradually, as you put yourself out there, as you practice and practice and practice, you keep getting better. Can you see this man in this slide now? Everything around him is looking like Greek, like he has no idea. He's just looking up, he doesn't know what to do. So you meet somebody who is a prospect, the person is asking you questions, and you have no clue. It's okay not to have a clue now, but please, it's not okay if it happens to you again next month, and then the month after, and then the month after. Please, it's not allowed, right? Okay, please let's ensure that we invest in knowledge. And one of the ways that we can invest in knowledge is to ask questions as well. Attend trainings. We have more than enough opportunities to be, to be trained and to learn. And please, you have your upline. If you have questions, please ask your upline from time to time. The final one we'll be able to take today because I know that we have a number of guests in the house. We'll just share a little bit about the Green Mondays opportunity. But the last mistake I'll be sharing today is what I call unsharing, right? Don't mind my, I'm just trying to use interesting So unsharing, mistake number 4 is to stop sharing because you think that people are not listening. Guys, to stop sharing because you think that people are not listening. That is another mistake that we make. I stumbled upon somebody on Instagram. What the does, right? What the lady does is that I'm trying to mute. Her. Oh, yeah. So what she does is that on Instagram, she takes old school Coca-Cola jingles and then she sings them. I watched, I think 2 or 3. I think it was yesterday. I just stumbled on it. And I was remembering the good old days when, they will be doing different Coca-Cola adverts over the years. And I just thought of it. I'm like, Coca-Cola, for crying out loud. I met Coca-Cola here. I'm sure my parents met Coca-Cola here, like in the world. They were born and they met Coca-Cola here. And Coca-Cola is just not backing down, man. They are still advertising like crazy. They have not stopped sharing. They have not stopped advertising. They have not stopped talking about. And now, there's so much competition in the market, but guys, they are just not backing out. They just want to stay out there. They want to stay relevant in the market, keep talking about their product, keep sharing the value that they have, keep sharing why people must stick to them. They're just not backing down. And I'm just wondering, okay, you are an entrepreneur in business, you've been in business for like 1 year, 2 years, and then you are saying what? That people are not listening, so you have stopped sharing about your business. That's like, I don't know if I can make that mistake number 1. It's a major mistake that people make. I don't know how people think that all of it, that somehow you get to a point where you stop talking about your business or talking about your opportunity at all, altogether. I don't think that time will come. But of course, when you have channels and all, that's where leverage comes in, and you have a lot more people talking about the business and your products, and then you can earn a lot more than what your own personal activity puts in. So, and I wrote here, I said the first time author story. This story happened to someone that I know very closely. And what happened to her, right? She was a first time author. She just wrote a book. I know she was very excited about the book. It was an ebook. And then, she's just over the moon. If you've ever written a book before, or you've been trying to write a book, and then finally it comes to light, it's like you just gave birth to a baby. So she was so excited about the book. She was just going on. And it's an ebook. So she just kept driving the book. She kept, of course, she told me about the book. The book was supposed to be like maybe 1K or 1.5. So, of course, I gave her some good money. I just got 1 copy just to encourage her work. So she was excited. Like the first week of when her book came out, the second week, third week, by the first month, she came to me and said, yeah, Emma, I made so amount of money. I said, wow, that's fantastic. Just keep pushing, keep at it and all that. So like 4 or 5 months after, I just buzzed her and I said, girl, what's up with your book? She said, I don't know. The thing is not moving. I said, what did you just say? She said, it's not moving. I said, you have stopped talking about your book. She said, I don't know what to do again. Okay. it shows that many of us feel that because I've been talking about my product, because I've been talking about my opportunity, everybody has finished hearing. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked, right? You'll be shocked that the people that you have been sharing, can you see this guy now talking to a number of people? Some of them are raising up their hands like we're following. Some people are looking. People are having different expressions. People are going to hear you at different times. So don't stop sharing because you don't think that people are listening. You'll be shocked the day somebody would come and say, hey, that thing that you have been talking about, I think I want to come on board now. I don't know if you are here and it has happened to you before. If it has happened to you before, I'm sure you are here, right? Please type in the comment section and let's know that this has been your experience before. You've been sharing on the same platform. You've been sharing, and this person has probably been getting your broadcast. You have been talking about your business and all of that. And all of a sudden, somebody buzzes you from the blizzard and say, hey, that thing that you've been talking about, I think I want to be a part of it. And that was what I told this first time author. I said, Coca-Cola, many people in business, people don't stop. Oh, shit, I don't know what to do again. I said, that same thing you're doing, continue doing it, right? And that's why I like the fact that I started with my mom's story, right? Who just kept building her business, who she just kept at it. There were tons of periods of crisis, right? And they navigated through all of that and came out, right? So it's important to understand that there are no special other activities that we do to promote what we do, other than promote it. We can only just get a bit more creative about how we promote it, but there's no replacement for sharing what we have. There's no replacement. I like to tell people I'm a minister. There's no replacement than sharing the gospel. You just share the gospel. You can have different topics, blah, blah, but it's still the gospel that you share. Right. So you share because you think people are not listening, you give up. Okay. At the end of the day, you discover that you have lost a lot more, than you know of. Okay. So, and that's important for us to know. Those are the 4 mistakes. The first mistake is, what's the first mistake? Treating your business as a hobby. That's the first mistake. The second mistake is focusing only on selling. Third mistake is not getting trained regularly. And please, the key word in the training is regularly. Sometimes people say, oh, I've gone through the social training. I've gone through this training. I know how to do this. That's what training does for you. There's energy. It's like an injection of adrenaline to you when you get a fresh dose of knowledge, even of the same thing that you've known before. Okay. And the last but not the least is on sharing. That's not sharing because you think that people are not listening. I usually tell my team members that people get ready at different times for the value you have to offer them. So you may have been talking about it for 3-4 months and some people did not hear you, right? Because their antenna, their focus, their thoughts were not in the line of what you're talking about. And then something happens to them along the line that shifts their focus a little bit. And then they begin to say, it's like somebody says something and then you say it and then it clicks. Yeah, but this is exactly what I was looking for. But if I'd given up and stopped and said, oh, because people are not listening, I will stop sharing. If the big giants in every field have not stopped sharing about the value that they have, please, what is inside Coke? What is inside Coke? Like sugar and caffeine and maybe concentrate and water. And they have not stopped sharing for hundreds of years. So, so we have value to give. We have all of that, we have all it takes to be able to go all the way. If you got a little bit of value from what I just shared, please let me know as I gradually round up and talk about a little bit about the Green Mondays opportunity. Now, I said earlier, the Green Mondays opportunity, the Green Mondays gives us this platform to share this training that we're learning today. The company is investing a lot in distributors to ensure that they are valuable people to community, to society, to nation, and to the world. We have distributors scattered around a few countries of the world as we speak. Okay, the company, Green Mondays, is 2 years old, 2 years and maybe a month now. And we already have distributors in a few countries. and we have the reader range of products which give our business the wings, as it were, to be able to do a number of things. Okay, I just want to share my slide very quick. I have 3 more slides and then we'll call it a day. Yeah, so I said earlier, I said the Green Mondays is a platform that gives us an opportunity to be able to be inspired, to be connected to our dreams, and to be empowered to achieve them. I also shared the story of my mother earlier, who had worked for 35 years, retired, but while she was working, she had a plan B. And as we speak now, her plan B is 36 years old, and she has been able to build a formidable business out of her plan B. Okay, and I reminded us that it's the beginning, for every business that you're doing. The beginning, you never know how far what you're doing can go. So if you have a business in your hand, if you have value in your hands, please give it attention. Please give it focus. Please invest in it. And the company in turn will ensure that, you smile. Okay, the company pays out in commissions. The company uses a model that is a network marketing model. I know one of the beautiful things about network marketing model is that it gives you an opportunity to be able to keep doing what you're doing and to do this at the side. You can do this as a plan B, and you don't need to have an office. You don't need to employ staff for your Green Mondays business. You're in business by yourself, but you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. When you come into this business, somebody invited you. So that person will handhold you. The person will get you to sign up with any of our packages that is, that you would like to start with, and then you begin your journey of a plan B. I know that people over the years have had exposure to different levels of plan B, but this is something that you can build at the side along with what you're building, and it can make amazing meaning for you in time. It can make amazing meaning for you in time. If you are here and you are, and if you are here, right, and you're a guest, I want you to listen to my next 2 slides very quickly as we begin to round up. Now, our mission is to inspire, to connect, and empower you to achieve your dreams. If there's anything that we need in the times that we're in, is a positive collection of people who are positive in the place of in the face of daunting circumstances. Okay, the world that we're in now, people are losing hope, people are losing grip, people are, there's a lot of reasons for people to panic. Okay, and that's why we cherish this community. The Green community ensures that we have an opportunity to make money, opportunity to manage money, and to multiply money. We have access also into an investment platform within the Green Mondays. So we have the health arm of the business that gives us an opportunity to be able to make health available for ourselves and our families, and to extend the same to other people as well. So we're on a journey. We're on a plan B journey that we know the beginning of now, but there's no saying how far this can go. And we're ready to go all the way and build and build and build. So if you're a guest, we'd like to invite you to join us on this journey. Okay, this is our flagship product. Our flagship product is the Reader Herbal Bitters, strong antioxidant properties. And at the root of every health condition that people have, okay, is oxidative stress. Okay, whether it's hormonal imbalance, erectile dysfunction, hypertension, diabetes. At the root of it, you can trace it to the things that we eat, okay, and the stress that we go through, okay, and this come together to, cause free radicals to be abundant within our systems. And, the body's, what do they call it? The body's framework, okay, with age, does not have the capacity to be able to mop up that oxidative stress, majorly because of our diet and our lifestyle. Okay, so, and that's why the Reader range of products is strong in antioxidant properties and helps us to mop up oxidative stress. So even though our diet is not perfect, somebody was sharing today that a professor said that the ideal way to eat is to eat 7 servings of fruits every day. You and I know that to eat 7 servings of fruits, even though I don't know how that down 7 servings of that looks like too much. Okay, but fruits are not cheap, is it? Okay, and even fruits, not all fruits will provide all what the body needs. Sometimes my what do they call it? My schedule doesn't even permit me to sit down and eat like I should. Okay, so our bodies are not getting the best value because of our lifestyle and our diet. Okay, so the Reader Herbal Bitters helps to maintain, helps to mop up oxidative stress, and helps us to be and to remain healthy. Okay, all the certifications that are needed to ensure that it's the fact that it's well researched, it's safe, and all of that are in place. NAFDAC in place, ISO in place, FDA in place, halal certification in place, all of this to ensure that what we're consuming is safe and effective. Somebody was telling me last week about a brother of hers who consumed agojedi and the eyes became red, started having chest pain, started, they display different kinds of things. These are thoroughly researched, proudly made it, and moving to the world. Okay, like I said earlier, people are using this product from different parts of the world. People have experienced it and they say, if this product is amazing like this, my brother that is in Germany must use it. So people are using it from different parts of the world, and we are only just beginning. Okay, so it boosts immunity. You discover that there are people who fall ill very regularly. They're down. Before you know what's happening, they're down. Most times their immunity is low. And the thing there is that the older we get, right, the lower our immunity has the potential to be. Okay, so to just maintain health, to become healthier, the Reader range of products are just simply amazing. And we get a lot of testimonies. We get a lot of testimonies from people who have used the range of products across different health conditions. Because of time, we'll not be able to go into all of that. Please contact the person that invited you. The person will share with you some of the testimonies. In fact, you can even get, once you get your package and use it, to become a testimony yourself. I remember an old schoolmate of mine bossed me yesterday and said, I've been seeing this product. Oh, is it good? I said, I got tried now. You see that it's good. Taste and see, and then he got the products that, went without saying that he got the products. And I'm expecting his testimonies in the course of the week. So the products, they speak for themselves, and they are making people have turnarounds in their health, giving people a new lease of life and better quality of health. Okay, I won't be able to talk about all the range of products. We have a lot of products, some to be consumed orally and some to be applied topically on the skin. So we have a range of products. Now, because these products are simply amazing, and because we are talking about having a plan B at the side, there's also a business side to this. The business side is how you can make income, in time. Remember, I shared about my mom's story earlier and how, building a plan B along the side, is giving her cause to retire, and just relax and feel happy that, yeah, I've spent a good part of my life building something. And this has the potential to make a lot more than that happen, for each and every one of us that commits and, to drive this. Like I said earlier, this uses a network marketing model. And I just have a table here that gives you an idea of what is possible as far as the income potentials are concerned. Honestly, I look forward to a time when we would have the topmost levels of the ranks that are available in the Green Mondays here in the business. We're 2 years old. I'm just looking forward to 2 years' time, 3 years' time, when we'll have people at the topmost level of the business, and, it will be much more than, what we have now. It's exciting. The thought of it is exciting. It's inspiring for me as well. Okay, when you look at this table and you look towards your right, you see where the yellow markings are. Those are the income potentials. Working with 4 people. And of course, before you say, oh, I can't be talking to people, we're talking about entrepreneurship, right? If you're an entrepreneur, you must talk to people about your. So if you want to do the business side of this, you need to engage people, show them the value that is available, and help them to be able to make a decision to begin to build this as a plan B that they have. So the income potential that you have here goes as far, depending on how far you can go, you want to go with this, goes as far as 11 billion. Okay, those are the potentials that exist. And if you can't go as far as 11 billion, you can go as far as you can go. It's just to say that the possibilities in the business is as far as what you are willing to drive in time. Okay, and there are amazing products at the base of it, helping us to be able to give the value that is necessary to the people who need the value. Okay. And finally, if you are here and you say, okay, I want to start my journey of plan B, how do I go about it? We have some registration options here. Before I talk about the registration options, if you are here and you've heard a bit about what it does for the health and all that, and you want to get what we call the solution packs. The solution packs are available to to handle different health conditions, and they range from the hypertension lifestyle pack, the diabetic lifestyle pack, male wellness, female fertility, weight management pack, and so many other health conditions are possibilities of what you can get from the reader range of products. So if you want to focus on the line of just getting the pack so that you can be getting it at distributor price, that is also available at as a solution pack option. But if you want to build a plan B, you want to do a business at the side, and you want to start with the business packs, these are the options that are available. Okay, the best of the options is a VIP, which is 750,000. You have the platinum, you have the gold, you have the silver, and you have the bronze. Bronze is the lowest level, like, okay, let me just put my foot in and I can upgrade from there. That's the lowest level, that's 40,000 naira pack. Silver pack is 75,000. Gold is 140,000. Platinum is 400,000. And VIP is 750,000. Okay, those ones give you access to earn what I call passive income on a monthly basis. The company takes 2% out of its profits on sales, and they share across people who are VIP. Platinum, they share in the 1% pool. Okay, and all of these are available within the opportunity. Now, the details of how you earn in the business, once you come in, you'll be shown a full bouquet of what is possible as far as earnings are concerned. Okay, but my focus today is to help you see common mistakes that we make as entrepreneurs in doing business, and how in starting a business, we don't see through, we don't follow through, we don't invest the time, the energy, the focus, and all of that is required. Okay, if we're going to go the long haul, if I'm going to look 10 years from now and look back, and see, oh, okay, I've put in this, I've done this, and it made a lot of sense, then we need to avoid those common mistakes by investing in knowledge, by ensuring that we don't focus only on selling, we build channels. Okay, I think about Uyo today and say, okay, I need to have a team in Uyo. I need to have a team in the US. I need to have a team in this, so that they can be using it and enjoying the value of the product while I also get paid a commission as well. That is the beauty of building a plan B along with what you're doing. Okay, somebody was telling me that he went to where he normally buys food and the prices of food has gone up. The bills are going up, right? So extra income is no longer an option. Okay, it's no longer something that I will negotiate about. It's something that is important to have at this time. Finally, okay, so finally, if you are here and you're a guest, I know that a number of people have shared opportunities with you, or some things they call opportunities. They'll say, okay, bring 50,000, I'll be paying you, we'll give you 100,000, or you don't have to do anything. Please, if you hear that, just run. You know why? Because in another 1 year, 2 years, I mean, you don't want to look back and say, I wasted my time jumping from one place to another. Okay, what we're encouraging you to do is to come on a journey with us, a journey of building, a journey of having a plan B that you can build over the years and look back and say, yeah, I invested my time wisely. Okay, I developed myself, I invested in other people, and I got rewarded for it. I got lifestyle for it. Okay, I became a better person for it. Okay, and I can sleep easy for it. People are praying for me because of it, because I brought to them an opportunity that is literally changing their story, making them better people, and all of that. And that is what is available with the Green Mondays opportunity. With these few points of mine, I hope I have been able to convince you and not confuse you